going to give this to Mixon. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The ball carrier.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
22 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. He got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Over the middle here, the Browns. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2-yard line.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
57 Mike. Mike 57. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check, 59, 59. Watch the slip, watch the slip.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Browns 7, Bengals nothing.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
Complete.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
4. And it's
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Complete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To the air again, Burrow. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
3-yard line.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Here's a run with Mixon. On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Second and goal.
On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Cincinnati.
Joe Mixon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check it out, please. Hey, check that,
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Number 27, Kareem.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
McKenzie now to return it. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. They'll run on first down. Mixon in a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
2nd and 4.
Now it's Burrow. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
At the Browns' 13-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
57 Mike 57. Hey, let's get this. 57 Mike 57.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire deep for Ratley. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Seibert on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together. Could get...
They've got his man complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Cincinnati.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's caught by Howard. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Going for it all. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Complete to
Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Bengals 21, Browns 14. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 20. I'm scared. Hey, Mike 20. Here we go.
Man open, that's Damian Ratley. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they run with Mixon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And again, it's Chubb. 2nd down, here's an option right. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Nick Chubb on the carry.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Hey, let's get there. Watch the safety creep. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, G. Tighten up.
They'll set up to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Nick Chubb.
Tackle by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, going deep here for Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
34-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. There, this is picked up by the Browns. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 17-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in the play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
From midfield now, Burrow. Open man is Robbie Anderson. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Complete.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Four yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
The pass.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Of a yard.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
By the Bengals.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas now to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Bengals 31, Browns 14. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jordan Willis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
5-yard line.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check, crunch, at the 60, at the 60. 19 tight.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On 1st down. Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Bengal first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd down.
A toss left, Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense, because you can hand it to him as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cincinnati, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank